Welcome to Sterling Crane. With over 65 years of experience, we know cranes and want you to know them too. As a respected Sterling Crane employee, personal PPE must be worn at all times. This includes the Sterling Crane uniform, steel-toe boots, and hard hats. We will give you a thorough checklist, and it is very important to be systematic and watchful of the unique aspects of your crane. You must ensure that even the smallest item is not overlooked. While walking down each side of the crane, be sure to look at the tires to ensure that they are firm. Check the lug nut indicators to ensure that none have rotated out of position. Confirm that deck-mounted hardware such as ladders and rigging pads are all properly secured. Check every clip, pin, chain, or lock to make sure they are in proper position and secured. There are numerous clips and pins on each crane model, so look carefully around the frame deck and above at the boom and jibs while moving around the crane. In some cases, it will be difficult to view the clip without a ladder, so make sure that you take the time needed to get close enough to every clip and pin to ensure they are properly attached. Continue to thoroughly look over the crane, looking at the swing lock and Rotec gear to ensure that the lock is engaged and the gear is clean and fully greased. Make sure toolboxes are locked. Check all storage doors to ensure they are fully closed and locked. On this particular crane, we have a multi-sheave block. While at the block, check that all chains and pins are secured and that the block is locked to the front of the cab with the proper securing equipment. Check the windshield wipers to make sure that they are also in good shape. This crane is quite large and is fully loaded with boom lights, cameras, and other sensors. While at the front of the crane, look carefully at each device to make sure it's in good working condition and that all wires and harnesses are attached properly. Once again, there are many pins and clips to inspect as you look over the crane. We have moved over to a different crane to illustrate the pre-inspection needs when a boom-mounted swing-away jib is mounted. In this case, look carefully for the many clips used to tether the pins and cylinders used to expand and retract the jib. The upper engine hatch is open to illustrate the dipstick for engine oil. Make sure that the engine covers are fully latched. This crane also has an automatic grease pump, so be sure to check that the reservoir is within its operating limits. Now we move into the cab of the crane. Make sure that your logbook has the correct documents in it and that they are fully up to date and signed. Check that your fire extinguisher is present and the inspection is up to date. Now you can start the engine. With the engine on, you, the operator, will power the suspension and raise the crane into auto level mode. This allows you to check the performance of the suspension and inspect for hydraulic leaks. While walking down the crane, be sure to check that all running lights are functioning properly. Now that we have completed the checklist and our logs, we are able to head towards the job site.